You spend a lot of time thinking about content to put out on social media because it's a fabulous way that we can market our studios. Just one of the fabulous ways that we can market our studios. And it's no secret. You guys know that I spend a lot of time looking at social media accounts of other music teachers, whether I am helping a one on one client or if I'm doing social media audits for the Savvy Social course. I am always looking at Facebook pages and Instagram accounts and all that good stuff. And lately, I have noticed some consistent mistakes that keep popping up. And when I see them, I go, okay, this is easy to fix. When I see these mistakes, what not only am I seeing the mistakes themselves, but I'm seeing the impact that these mistakes have on somebody's social media account. And the impact would be that they have really low engagement on posts or maybe no engagement at all. And that, they're definitely kind of wasting time putting stuff together on social media. So I thought I would hop on today and talk about those three specific mistakes that I keep seeing over and over again. And I'm going to offer you simple solutions that you can use because once you recognize these mistakes and you're aware of them, it is so simple to correct them. So, welcome to the broadcast, everyone. My name is Sara Campbell. I am a business strategist, marketing, and mindset coach for music studio owners and online education experts just like yourself. And I go live here every Wednesday on the page where we talk about all of those topics and we unpack the business strategies that you need to have in place in order to be a successful music studio owner, where we look at the marketing that you can do so that you can attract more clients that you can best serve. And when we look at the mindsets that we need to have in place in order to do those two things. So, welcome to the broadcast, everyone. We are going to be talking about really simple social media mistakes that we can correct so that we can get more engagement on our social accounts and not waste time, right? So I will say good morning. I see Craig is here and Laura is here. Be sure to say hello if you're tuning in. If you have a teacher friend who could benefit from listening to this conversation today, please be sure to let them know about that. The more the merrier, because we love to learn out loud here, right? Okay, hey there, Amy's tuning in from Florida. Thank you, Amy. I am doing well. I hope you are well as well. And Pete, good to see you as well. So, let's get to it today, shall we? We love to learn out loud. As I share these three tips, I want you to let us know, what are your takeaways? What are the things that you're like, ooh, I'm going to put that into practice this week, or wow, I didn't realize that that was a thing. Give us your takeaways as we go throughout the broadcast. And just to let you all know, I do have the Savvy Sara bot set up so that she will be ready to give you the show notes from today. If you do want to get a hold of that, you're going to go ahead and drop the 3 mistakes below, and she will message you here on the Book of Faces and get you that information. If you are watching on YouTube, check out the description of this video, and this is where you'll be able to get a rundown of all of the tips that I'm putting together if you look at the timestamps and any links that might be included as well. Hey there, everybody. Carrie, Anna, Karen, Elizabeth, nice to see you all. Welcome. Hey there, Jeff. Nice to see you as well. Okay, so the topic of the day is these 3 social media marketing mistakes that I see popping up all the time when I'm doing Facebook audits and when I'm looking at the accounts of other teachers, and these things just keep coming up. So I thought it is time to unpack this. So let's get right to it today, shall we? Okay, mistake number 1 is focusing on quantity over quality. So let's unpack this, shall we? Oftentimes I will see a page, and depending on like what type of social media, it could be Instagram, it could be the Book of Face, whatever. What I'm seeing is that there's lots and lots of posts. However, the quality of the content is a little lower than I'd like to see. So let's talk about, what does it mean to have quality content? So quality content is going to do a couple of things for your studio community and for potential clients that come across you. The first thing quality content should do is it should provide value in some way. Now, in several talks that I've done this year, you guys have heard me talk about the 4 E's of social media. We want our content to be educational. We want our content to be empowering, and we want our content to like hit all of these different points: educate, empower. What are the other E's? I totally am blanking. I'll get back to them in a second. So we want them to be able to learn something, right? Oh, entertain and engage. Sorry. We want them to be able to learn something. So when you're posting a piece of content, ask yourself, what value is this bringing to my audience? Now, some pieces of content like testimonials and case studies, or student shout outs, you might not think, okay, this isn't bringing value, but what that does, those types of that type of content is going to really tap into KLT. That's the know, like, trust factor that we talk about in social media. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're getting out quality content. So if you find yourself posting 5 times a day and people aren't paying attention, it's time to put a pause on that practice. And it's time to think about, what one piece of content could I share today that would be valuable to the people that I want to speak to? Now, your quality content is going to be different than the quality content of the teacher next door, because you have a specific audience and you have a specific type of ideal client that you want to serve. So when that first thing that you need to look at is, if you are posting a ton and you're not getting any traction on those posts, cut it off. Sit down and think about what quality content can I share. So always quality over quantity. That's the first thing. And that should feel pretty good, because if you're posting a whole ton, and it's not getting any traction, then at least that's taking some things off of your plate. So think about what quality pieces of content can you put out there. I would love for those who are grooving along in their social medias, let us know what type of content is the most engageable content that you share. Have you tapped in and found that little nugget, that little piece that, like, every time you share something like that, every time you post something like that, you get engagement? Let us know what that type of content is below so we can learn together. Hey there, Cheryl, nice to see you. Okay, so that's item number 1. Item number 2, not curating user-generated content, or UGC. So user-generated content, what does this mean? This means content from your clients. So this can take a couple of different forms. It could be pictures that parents send you, or that teens send you, or adults, whatever age you serve. It could be testimonials that they have posted on your Facebook page. It could be text that they've shared in an email, and of course, getting permission to share things. Like, for instance, I got an email out of the blue this month, and it was from a father who just wanted to take an extra moment to thank me for doing what I do for his son. Because he said he was sitting outside on the porch and he could hear his son playing the piece that we've been working on. And he went on to explain, how proud of him he was for really sticking with piano and doing a marvelous job, and thanking me for meeting him where he was. That little email could turn into a beautiful post to share that story about how music impacts more than just learning how to play something or learning how to sing something, and sharing content like that. Oh, I see some great comments here, and I'm going to bring them up, and we're going to talk about, and we'll come back to user generated in just a second. Karen says some of the most popular things and most engageable things that are on her page are sharing personal stories and pictures. Excellent. Laura says that she gets the most engagement when she posts something that tells people a little bit more about her experiences with music. Haley finds that posting facts or practice tips have much more engagement over selling her business. Yeah, and that, Karen, great idea. So coming back to user-generated content, first things first, we need to make sure that we're asking for this. So if you're not receiving any pictures or testimonials, it's time to make the ask. Second, it's time to curate that content and use it strategically. So if a parent, maybe you say that for the week you have a challenge. The challenge is that your students have to submit a photo of them practicing in the wackiest outfit, or that they have to take a photo at the end of the week showing how many days did you practice, or take a short video of the thing that you were most proud of. Making it something that builds your community and asking students to be a part of the process. P.S. Making sure that you have social media release forms in place, because we want to protect our clients and give parents the options to opt out of those things if they are not comfortable having their children on social media, right? So we want to make the ask for testimonials. We want to make the ask for pictures and videos. And of course, you can take those yourself in your lessons. That's what your phone is for. Not for checking emails and all that stuff during lessons, but for documenting. So curate user-generated content and make sure that that is a regular part of your social media practice. When I see pages that don't have any user-generated content, I can almost guarantee that they're not getting a lot of engagement. So one of the things that I will do when I'm doing social media audits is I will pop into the photos and videos section of a page, and I will look at, okay, so what have we seen over the past 6 months? And when I'm seeing just maybe like beautifully curated images, maybe some nice Canva images, and things like that, and even it might even be well branded. But if we're not seeing what actually happens in your studio, and we're not seeing the user end of things, then it doesn't give new people the opportunity to understand the magic that you create. So that is the second thing. The third thing is not uploading videos. No matter what platform you're on, video is the best type of content to share. Now, I know this is not a secret to you guys, right? I mean, think about, what does it look like when you're scrolling on social media? What are you seeing on your newsfeed? I bet you on Facebook you're seeing 50% videos. I bet you on Instagram you're seeing that as well. So if you're not engaging and making videos for your business yet, I invite you to start the process. They don't have to be beautifully curated. They don't have to be fancy. You don't have to have lower thirds and there it is, and logos and all of that stuff. You don't need any of that. You just need yourself, and you need to tell a story. Oh, yes, I love this. See, Nicole, like doing recital videos. When I'm looking at people's content, one of the things that I notice is the most engaged with pieces are those videos of people singing or playing. So I know it takes a little bit of extra effort on your part, but trust me when I say, if you're not uploading videos to your social media platform, you are missing out. So it's time to get strategic and to think about what types of videos would be helpful to my clients. Whether it's just taking a little snippet of when you're playing a game with a student, or taking a little screenshot video. You can use, for those who are still on Zoom, you can use QuickTime to create screen recordings, or you can create a recording on Zoom. There's so many different ways for us to capture those beautiful moments and to share them. And I will reiterate again, these do not have to be perfectly curated, polished, edited on iMovie, and it took me an hour and a half to do. These can be real videos. That's what people want to see. So if video is not part of your strategy right now, I want you to sit down and think about what types of videos could you share, and make a promise to yourself that you're going to do 2 videos next month. And then report back and tell me what happens, because I bet they're going to be good things. Now, yes, Craig, exactly. That's huge. Videos are what you need to be doing more of. So let's kind of recap, what's the issue that we're facing here. We're going to keep it nice and short today. All right. Y'all ready? Here we go. So I spend a lot of time. Let me restart that. I spend a ton of time looking at social media accounts of music teachers and following their studio pages, and, giving them feedback on what I'm seeing, what's going really well, what's not going well. And I'm starting to notice there are 3 trends that keep popping up over and over. And these are 3 of the main things that are causing social media pages not to get any traction. So if you find that you aren't getting a lot of comments, you're not getting any engagement, likes, and all that kind of stuff, I want you to examine these 3 things and see if you can make some tiny shifts, because once you are aware of these 3 things, it is simple to correct your course. So the first thing is that we need to remember to focus on quantity. Sorry, we need to remember to focus on quality over quantity. So the mistake is that you're posting a whole bunch of stuff, but it doesn't provide value to your audience. So that could be taking the shape of sharing a whole bunch of content from other people's pages. It could be sharing YouTube videos but not making descriptions. It could just be like resharing lots of content, or maybe it's posting a lot of the same things but not having good descriptions, and not really tapping into what is it that your audience needs to know about you before they know, like, and trust you and work with you. So we need to remember quality over quantity always. Number 2, the second mistake that I see is not curating user generated content. I'm all over my words today. We want to know who you are. We want to see the magic that you bring into your studio. And if you are not making the ask for testimonials, making the ask for photos, and making the ask for video, then you're missing out. Your client experiences are the most powerful form of marketing that you can use. Period. End of story. I don't care if that marketing is on social media, or if that marketing is in email, or if that marketing is telling stories face to face with people when people ask you about what you do. Showing the client success that you help people create is key. So make sure that you are curating user-generated content and make the ask for those things. Number 3, big mistake, not uploading videos to your social media platforms. I can guarantee you all the platforms want video. We have become a video-centric society, and as you've noticed, these videos keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. So whatever platform you're on, think about what type of content can I create, a little piece of video that will bring value to the potential clients and will boost the sense of community in my studio. You don't have to be perfectly polished. You don't have to be a Reels expert or a TikTok expert. All you need is a little clip that actually shows what you do and the magic that you can create. So there you go. Those are your 3 tips this week. If you have found this valuable, I want you to let me know by hitting those thumbs up and hearts, and give us your favorite takeaways. Like, what is the piece of content? Which one of those 3 things are you going to focus on for the next month? Are you going to think about the quality of your posts? Are you going to think about curating user-generated content? Or are you going to focus on videos? Pick one. Pick one thing and focus on it for the next month. And then email me and let me know how it goes. Sara at Savvy Music Studio. All right, I'm seeing lots of things here. Yes, I have to get over my dislike of seeing myself on video. That's a big challenge. Yeah. Brenda said, or Cheryl Lee says, take away all of this. I see a hashtag videos from Brenda and a hashtag videos from Christine. Awesome. I will look forward to seeing your content. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you do want to learn more about how you can tap into social media and use it in a way that increases the sense of community with your current clients and allows potential clients to see the magic that you create, I invite you to check out the Savvy Social Media course. It is always open for enrollment for right now. And if you enroll in the course, then you get to have a little social media audit from me, and I can get really specific about how these tips can help you. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, stay savvy and stay you, because you are an amazing teacher, and there's nobody in the world who is quite like you. And I think you're pretty dang awesome. Thanks for being here, everyone. We will see you next Wednesday at noon Eastern, and I look forward to our next chat. Bye-bye.